Today, we dive back into the city for some more city work. There's a lot of issues, guys. We're going to try to address them all right after the intro. Welcome to Bricks and Toys. My name is Brandon, and today we are working in the Lego City. In my own rendition of a Jay-Z song, I got 99 problems and my city is all of them. So I got you guys on the stick, and I'm just talking to you guys. So it's a beautiful day in Las Vegas. I got neighbors moving across the street. I got the garage door open for some nice cool air here in the garage where my studio is. And I'm talking at you guys today about the Lego City. It's nowhere near done. I have not showed enough creative ability in it. I haven't even made a tree yet. I haven't decorated a beach. But what I have done is I made a lot of modular buildings. We have been able to get every modular building from 2017 to 2023. But by getting all of those buildings, we kind of ran into an issue. Originally, the city was going to be a little bit of building and a lot of forestry and ocean, but when I laid it all out, I thought I had enough room, but 3 tables from IKEA is not enough. So when I started doing the buildings, we got on a roll, we got on buying them, and then things started filling up, and then the reality started sitting in of like, it's cramped. It's like fitting 5 big dudes in a Volkswagen. Might be possible, might need some clown makeup, but it's just not a good look. So that brings me to today's video. We are putting a new table in the city. We're going to push the city out 1 more table, and hopefully that will start remedying this problem. Now, this is not to allow really more space, as it is to allow a bigger beach. I want the beach to be bigger, but I also want to go and revise everything in the sense of, if we can shrink it, we can shrink it. If we need to pull it, we can pull it. Originally, I was just going to do all 32 by 32 base plates, but now that I'm into this, I'm starting to realize I might need to make, some odd sizes, like 40 by 32 base plates and really weird crap like that. Just because, well, guys, it's just not working out trying to be so uniform and so militarized with this stuff. So I'm going to turn you guys around and show you guys the city and what we have going on. And then throughout the video, I'll show you some steps. But you guys don't really like to watch long videos, so I don't want this to be too long. So I'll keep an eye on it. So one of the glaring issues is the A-frame cabin. It honestly takes up way too much real estate with those trees and everything. Those trees need to be kind of like removed and moved someplace. I love the trees, but I just don't think they're going to work sensibly, especially taking up 2 additional or 1 additional base plate to make that all there. Now this is pretty okay over here. It's pretty cozy, pretty tight. I do think the poo's okay. I do think all this is okay. The barn looks a little small to the fishing village, but I think it'll work. I do want to push this all out, these 2 tiles out by 1. But where the problems start to come in is the city. The corner garage goes right into the corner cafe. And over there, we have Sanctum Sanctorum with no home. So all of these buildings need to get worked out. I was going to do a thing with the up house over here. I might still do it. I just have to see how it turns out. But today we are ready for war on getting this fixed. I really wish you guys would have left me some comments about the road. If it's too tight in the videos, but no one said anything, so I'm going to have to make my own judgment on that once the table over there gets built and go from there. Like I said, I am ready for war. I have a whole table full of parts, road plates, and other things ready to go to get all of this mess fixed. Last night, I did build the recycling truck and the camper van for the beach, recycling truck for the city. We got Sanctum Sanctorum just chilling out, and then we have a whole new table. This table is black, but the other table is gray. I am aware of that. Unfortunately, when I did city planning, I thought the light gray looked cool and contemporary, but I believe IKEA already discontinued it, and they just have black and white. So that was stupid on my part, but at least they still make the table nonetheless. So one of the first things I want to start this video off by doing is let's get into this table. Let's get this table built. Let's get it put up, and then let's secure it with some brackets. That way we could start planning, and I'll show you guys some of the planning. But when it comes to the building, I might not be showing a lot of that because that can be time-taking and kind of boring. So for right now, let's go and build this table. So this is the IKEA table with the, I think they're called the Adels legs. And the table is called a Lindmann, if I'm not mistaken. Lindmann sounds like something you'd say in a Jamaican accent. Lindmann. So now we have our table. So just like that, the tables line up perfectly, which is why I did this. Now, I usually put some L brackets down here and I screw them together so it doesn't work its way apart, but unfortunately, I am out. I'm going to have to pick some up later. But the show must go on. And now the part of the show that we're in is let's try to figure out these corner buildings and how the hell are we going to get these all to fit. So I just want to start scooting things down. Now the corner diner does have this rounded edge, so that clearly has to be like it is. Now I might want to go ahead and start pulling some buildings down prematurely. Just noticed my butt took out a palm tree. Something about having a big old fat butt. All you ladies out there think that you're the only ones with that. Trust me, us men, we can have it too. So I have to start thinking in corners. Not corner, we're not looking at dead bodies. We're looking at trying to make a city here. I have a corner, a corner, a corner, and a corner. And one of these corners is the worst of them all, and that's the Boutique Hotel. Lovely building, really bad with the wedge-shaped design on making that work. So what I want to do is, I'm almost thinking about using the corner garage over here, as that's the end of the city. So let's bring him back. Then we'll take our lovely, oh crap, assembly square, slide it that way, but no, so far this is working, everybody, because if we take assembly square, we put it down there, the tiles match up, the garage is open for business, and we have that luck. So now it's what to do with this. Now I like the police station where it is, so let's just see about moving the jazz club over like so, then come back here for the sanctum. Whoa, crap. I am still dealing with residual lube. on the buildings. If you guys don't know how lube got on the buildings, there's a video for that. So now I am left with a space that I do want to take care of. Now the only issue with this is this does put a lot of modular buildings in a row. But I think that I'm okay with that. So what I want to do is start actually centering these up to go onto the table correctly, and then I want to get my locking pins. I want to start deadlocking these. Now the only thing I have to worry about is the city plates, which are right here. Just give me a plate, dude. Yeah, we'll be okay. I was worried because I did not follow my full advice on how to prevent the blue from showing. I did it on all the other ones, but then on these I didn't do it. But I don't think it's going to hurt anything. So right now I'm just putting in some friction pins as my way of having the authority on these sets to not move. And now we have hit our first problem. I need, my base on this is a corner base, and now I need to move the corner base over to this one. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take care of that off camera, and then I'll bring you guys back with some more do-si-do. Okay, so now we're back to doing our rotationals. Okay, I want to keep adding friction pins to these. I want to start permanently locking in some of this stuff. So that needs to go down, that needs to go here. We can lock these two in together. Come on, there we go, pop, pop. Well, so what's important for me to do with these buildings is I have a semi-symmetrical pattern that goes around the whole city. Oh, you son of a gun. Along the back border. And it's important that that gets carried on throughout. As well as, in the case of roads or anything, a solid light gray border all the way throughout as well. Oh shit. There we go. So now we got one huge chunk of building. And I want to go all the way up to about here with. Sorry, Wong. Sometimes my fingers get the best of me. So now I would like to get a base measurement of my finger to see how much I want this hanging over the edge. That's about right. That's about right. So now that is a whole row of buildings. Now let's put in 2 more pins. And let's lock in that corner garage, everybody. Everything is getting shifted today. Lock in, you bastard. Ugh. Is it just me, or do you guys out there ever have a fun time with friction pins? Because sometimes I feel like I really fight those suckers to get them in. So now we need to make some decisions on what we're going to do. And I think I already have one already done. And that is the decision of what's going to happen going this direction. And I think my solution is going to be simple. There needs to be a street in front of the Sanctum Sanctorum. Mandatory needs a street. So if I put a street here, then that'll allow the diner to breathe. Then I can go over here and get Birch Books. Bring him over here. And there's that. Ow, dang it. Keep stepping on stuff. So then that brings Birch Books up here. Now I do want to do whole base plate streets. So I want to get rid of these singulars and replace them with a whole piece. So if I'm going to do that, I need to see how that's going to look. Unfortunately, I don't have those pieces made yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and get these base plates that I have already ready to go. Well, not ready to go, just on standby. So that's going to have to come over. Just a tick's hair of a tick's butt, as they used to say. Put that there. Now this whole corner building is not straight. This needs to turn. There we go. And then this can go there. Okay, so that's that. Now, to street this, I'm going to put this here, and this here. Now we will be recycling our current street elements. Like so. So then that means we need to go and get our whole street from over here and move it down. That'll probably center up like that. I'm going to turn the camera around a little bit so that way you guys can keep track of me. Okay, now I'm back over here. For you guys watching at home, all of this chaos, and you think this is living the dream, you are somewhat correct, but this does come at a price. It comes at a price of space. It comes at a price of sanity for overthinking everything. It comes at a price. Okay, so I already have a 32 by 32 base plate over there that I already made, so I can take this one and remove it. This mock is not needed. So then this needs to move. I do need to change out these plates to accommodate the road, just so you guys know it's not perfect. But now I can go shovey that way. Okay, come on. Oh, dang it. It's slipping. Don't break. Get over the hump. And that is why you guys need to screw in your tables. If these tables were screwed together, a lot of that heartbreak would have been avoided. Not really heartbreak as much as it is a nuisance. So that goes there, that goes there. So now we have some more empty spaces that we need to take care of. Holy cow. Oh boy. I feel like that scene in Step Brothers. So much room for activities. Now I already did remake an ocean plate for what I want it there. I did plan on moving this plate down to accommodate the ocean plate. Like so. Then I did make another green grassy plate. And that, guys, brings me to a whole new level of issues. But they're great issues because with the way that these tables measure, actually, let me go get a tape measure. So with the new issues is these tables come out to about 93, 94-ish inches when you combine them all. Each base plate is 10 inches. And if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what's ended up happening is there's 9 32 by 32 base plates making 90 inches, but we could still milk 5 inches and get 16 more in between. So now this makes this a 9.5 32 by 32 base plate city. So we're 9 by 4 or 9.5 by 4, 32 by 32 base plates. That is a lot of real estate, and it really does show. So at this point in the video, it's honestly going on really long. This project is a lot more than I expected to take on. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring you guys in. I'm going to show you guys some plans, and I'm going to get to work. I'm going to show you what I'm able to get done today, and what I don't get done today will be for the next vlog, probably next week. I know, guys, the vlogs keep getting switched out and moved and canceled. I'm sorry. I am taking a cruise at the end of the month. I would like to get my backlog reduced a lot before I go on said cruise. So the vlogs kind of got to get shuffled around. But I will make another vlog about this. But for now, let me guys show you. I'm going to hop in and start just going to town on some work. And then I'll bring you guys back in on where we're at. So this is looking so much better. But as you can see, we do have about a 16 by 32 gap right there that will have to be filled. The road will go all the way through in front of the Sanctum Sanctorum. So that will be converted into sidewalk and other things. I'm thinking about making road turnouts. I think this looks really good. There's room for an entire 32 by 32 base plate right there. A 16 by 32 base plate right there. A 16 by 32 is there as well as another there with another 32 by 32 base plate. The good news is we do have these plates ready to go. And for the other 3 holes, I'm looking at, I do have these 2 road plates that will be transferred onto those bigger plates. So that takes up 2 of those holes. Now for the last hole, I don't know how I'm going to fill it, but I will find a way to make a plate and I will fix it. But this is what we're looking at so far. Now I want to get to working on this because my camera is overheating, and see what we can do. So we'll be back. Okay guys, I hate to do this to you, but I need to call it there. I have other things going on today, and I need to take a break. So let me tell you what we're going to do and how far we've gotten. First off, everything is measured around the table. So there should be no gaps. So everything is measured, and how it is how it is. Coming on in, I do need to make a plate there. I need to brainstorm how I want to do that and how I want to take care of that and that. I obviously will be moving the plates from the road and everything to make the road come from over there, go down and go in, as well as go into a dirt trail that goes over here. No, that horse is not dead. He's just taking a nap. I did move the medieval village over here, and I did find a way to incorporate it nicely, I believe. So that tidies up this area. I did move the A-frame cabin over by 4 dots, or 4 studs, and I moved those 4 studs over to this side of it. Now we have room for some activities over there. I did put a little bit of a curb on that sidewalk or on that piece of road to tie it in. The gap between these 2 buildings, that is, if you guys make me lose the bet or however you word it, that's where the brick bank will go. If we can get the channel to the subs, the brick bank will go there. 200 subs by the 1st of June, I'll personally spend the $500 to put a brick bank there for you. So that's all of that. I still have to finish the border on the bottom of Birch Books with the special pattern like I use over there. I gotta move that over. But everything else is pretty perfect. I really love the way that this street comes down. Really awesome. Then we come over here. Got another empty spot I'm going to have to fill in. This will be all roads and areas to turn out. Coming on in, you can see the back. It's all nice and filled in. with all the correct borders and everything. So I'm sorry that there was not that much completion. The only things we managed to complete is about 98% of the borders around the city, and we managed to get everything where it's measured over, where it overhangs the table perfectly all the way around. So we did manage to get that. We also managed to kind of secure things to where they are going to be. Now it's just a matter of making the road plates for the sidewalks and putting in little turnouts so the cars can turn off the road and all of that good stuff. I do think we're making tremendous progress. There is a lot of gaps in the city, but right next to the barn, I am going to tell you, that's the last building that I have planned for the city as of right now, and that's Tuesday's build. It is a fairgrounds collection build, so it is going to take a little bit of space because I'm going to have to kind of put a yard around it so it can open up, and that's enough of the hints on that. The empty space between the corner garage and Assembly Square, you guys already know that if you guys want to see what goes into there, that will be the brick bank. But in order for us to get the brick bank, let's get the channel up to 200 subs. If we can get the channel up to 200 subs, I will personally buy the brick bank for you guys and get it built. And I will buy one used so you guys can see the process of getting a used set, cleaning it, and getting it built from basically nothing. So that can be a little bit fun. So for now, guys, that wraps it up. I really hope that you guys liked this progress. And if you guys did, please like, share, and subscribe. Everything you guys do super helps the channel. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. And that's not in terms of money, but that's in terms of motivation. You guys subscribing, watching these videos is what makes me want to do this. So thank you for being there, everybody. So thank you for watching, and I hope you guys all have a good one. Now, I'm off to go get lunch, and then after I eat lunch, I have to go and do other builds for the channel. So thank you for watching.